Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris and this reading is for the general collective of Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine as we experience the energy of the 1111 portal. So it will not be for everyone watching. If the message resonates with you, please let me know in the comments, and if not, check out my other videos for messages you need to hear. And remember, time, energy, and gender are fluid, so feel free to reverse roles however you see fit, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much to my new and returning subscribers. You guys are so awesome. I love your comments. I love your energy. So keep sharing your stories down below and know that I am always sending you the very best in return. So today I'll be doing a special reading for twin flames, soulmates, whatever your label, regarding this magical 1111 portal. It is coming up in a couple of days. So as a lot of you already know, this portal is one of the most powerful of the year. And I love how only days after Mars will be stationing direct. So this week will be such an important time to stay focused on our intentions, since this portal will be activating our spiritual gifts, and we'll be receiving downloads. We will be dealing with ascension symptoms, and it'll be opening the doors to manifestation of what we've been trying to create. So this is the point of liberation from what was previously holding us back, and we will be more acutely aware of our true self, our purpose, and our destiny. Okay, so this is a very important time for light workers to hold the frequency, especially since the door to possibilities is wide open. So when you see 1111, it's always a call to action, right? It's the twin flame call. And so, most of all, it's a call to balance our masculine and feminine energy and focus on divine union, right? So it's quite literally our purpose as light workers to usher in the collective to a higher level of consciousness. So I encourage you to stay focused this week and allow this energy to propel you into that place of unity. So as we talked about in one of my recent collective readings, we are also approaching Sagittarius season, and that is the sign of the bow and arrow, right? So this momentum that we're pulling back and getting ready to release, that time is now. So as we move into Sagittarius season, like I said, we want to focus on unity. We want to focus on unconditional love, and we want to take everything we've learned about ourselves and use it to make whatever it is that we've been wishing for happen. Okay, so this is a major turning point for the collective. And really the question you'll need to ask yourself is, when you hear the twin flame call, when you hear the call of your soul, do you answer it, or do you let it go to voicemail? So do you play it safe to avoid conflict or to keep the peace, or will you take a leap of faith for the chance to have everything you've ever wanted? So that's for you to decide, but we're going to find out in the reading what energy is going to be like between the divine masculine and feminine. As we know, it is not about gender, guys. I talk about it all the time. It's about energy. And so whether you resonate more with the masculine energy or the feminine energy, it just depends on where you are at in your journey. So let's see with the Starseed Oracle, what is going on with the divine masculine. What energy, theme, lesson will be relevant as we prepare to move through this portal? So let's see, divine masculine. Trust the timing. Beautiful. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So there might be sort of an anxious feeling with the masculine as we approach this portal, being worried perhaps that they're running out of time, they're just going to lose their opportunity, whatever this might be, right? But Spirit is urging the masculine to trust that all these things that are happening, any delays, any setbacks, any type of stuck energy that they've had to face, it's for a reason, right? Time is not running out because time is fluid, okay? You can never run out of time, just like you can never lose your twin flame. So So Spirit is urging the masculine during this time to trust in the timing, and trust that everything is happening and aligning for you, for the greater purpose. And for the feminine, we have Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So like I said, you know, it's our job as light workers, as star seeds, as twin flames, as, you know, spiritual healers and empaths to hold the frequency of light and truly allow what we've been wanting to manifest to come in, okay? We can't do that if we're sinking into low vibrations, if we're allowing, you know, fears and worries to stop us from doing what we came here to do. And so as I was just talking about this actually, you know, the role reversal of the feminine kind of taking control, stepping into the masculine energy and leading the way, right? So the divine feminine energy is what's going to be leading and lighting the way during this portal. It's like that image of that famous photographer taking photos of holding their partner's hand from behind as they lead the way into the next adventure. And so I really feel like the masculine is being forced in a sense to follow along, to catch up, to follow the feminine into the new age, into the new earth, okay? And so the bottom of the deck, we have Lost Lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Wow. So there is going to be a major remembrance activated for both masculine and feminine. As I said, you're going to be receiving downloads. You're going to be dealing with ascension symptoms. So don't be surprised if you are getting downloads in dreams, having visions, just having epiphanies and realizations about perhaps things that have happened that you didn't see before, okay? Things are going to be coming to light, and this reminds me of Atlantis. So I think the major remembrance here is like I said, what did we come here for? What are you going to do when you get that call? Are you going to answer it? Are you going to let it go to voicemail? Are you going to do what you came here to do? Or are you going to let this pass you by and pretend like it means nothing? Because, like I said, we're at a turning point. This is a choice that needs to be made. So let's dig into the masculine. So for the masculine, I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. Hopefully I don't blow out the candles with my powerful shuffling skills. So for the masculine, we will be asking what is going to be revealed as we enter this portal. What is going to be revealed to the masculine? Now this could be in terms of a private revelation. This could be in terms of news actually physically coming to the masculine. Wow, I just had some deja vu, guys. What is going to be revealed to the masculine as we move through this portal? Come on now. What's going to be revealed to the masculine? Strength. Beautiful. What will be shed or released? 2 sevens. And what actions will the masculine be taking? What actions will the masculine be taking? Oh my gosh, guys. Wow, okay. Wow, so masculine is going for it. This is beautiful energy. Masculine is going for it, guys. Wow, I'm getting chills all over. This is incredible. So, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck for the masculine. As far as what is being processed. Wow, Wow, so we have the Eight of Wands. It looks to me like the masculine is perhaps processing how they're planning to communicate moving forward. Eight of Wands to me is, you know, some people call these lover's arrows, or arrows of love, Cupid's arrow, love at first sight, passionate messages. And so the masculine is processing perhaps maybe communication that has gone on in the past, maybe kind of understanding that the feminine in a sense was sent to them, that it was like divine timing in a sense. Cupid's arrow struck and it was love, right? It was instant. It was that instant recognition. And perhaps in the past, the masculine didn't understand this. Perhaps they didn't logically know how to explain how they could feel that way or how things could happen that way. But I think that as this coming up as process energy, I think they're starting to believe now in the fact that this is happening because you're connected via the soul, okay? So what is being revealed to the masculine is the Strength card. I feel as if the masculine is becoming aware of how strong this connection actually is. They're realizing their own strength. Perhaps where the masculine has been holding back or tempering themselves and perhaps wearing a mask or hiding their true selves, it's taken a lot out of them to do so. And I think that they're starting to understand that doing so was very, very strong of them. It was very important for them to keep this energy. And I think that they're starting to see that they're a lot stronger than what they thought they were. And like I said, they're realizing that all because of the feminine. As we saw in the most recent reading, the feminine is lighting the way. She's stepping in her masculine energy. She's showing the masculine how strong she is, how strong she has been. And I think the masculine is looking in the mirror now and understanding where you are one and the same, okay? That strong energy he's feeling, that he's realizing that he has, it's because the feminine allowed him to see that in herself, okay? If that makes any sense. So let's see what the masculine's going to be leaving behind. What are they going to be shedding or releasing during this portal? We have the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So what it looks like to me is, as we know, the masculine has been feeling very overwhelmed. They've been feeling like pressured perhaps to make some sort of a decision moving forward, trying to figure out how they're going to bring these fantasies, these dreams into the physical, into the reality that they see with their eyes, right? And then with the Seven of Wands, I think they've really been trying to defend not only the connection, but themselves. They've been trying to stand up for what's right. And so I think what they're leaving behind is the need to defend their choices. I think the masculine is starting to realize that they don't need the validation that they've been seeking for so long from others in their environment. Seven of Wands is that warrior pose. And so this card's very different because this person doesn't look like they're ready to fight. They just got their bubble of protection up now. They don't even need to entertain this energy coming at them that may be combative, that may be aggressive, that may be demanding. The masculine is leaving behind the expectations of others. I think they're starting to not give a shit anymore about the decisions that they make or how other people are going to perceive them. They're in their Zen mode and they're leaving behind the aggression. They're leaving behind all of those people perhaps that are judging them for the decisions that they make. I think they're starting to realize that they're strong enough to make their own decisions and that they can bring this fantasy into reality however the hell they choose, and they don't need to defend themselves to anyone, okay? So that's really powerful and very important for the masculine to be able to do because you know, we're not talking distorted masculine energy where, you know, I don't give a shit about anybody or what they think or what they feel. I'm going to please me. I think the masculine's just starting to understand that that they don't need to please anyone. Okay, they don't have to please anyone else. They're here on this earth to serve their soul, to serve their purpose. And so the masculine is leaving that type of energy behind, that indecision, that feeling of being overwhelmed. And they're starting to come to a place of peace and understanding, okay? And so moving forward into how the masculine plans to take action moving forward, we have the Lovers, Justice, and the Ace of Wands. That is an incredibly powerful combination. So not only is the masculine going to be choosing this spiritually guided connection, okay? We know the Lovers is spiritual union. It's divine. It's soulmates. It's twin flames. This is something that's guided by the universe, by God. They're going to be actively choosing their connection with the feminine. They're going to be taking the steps forward to move into union. And I say they're taking the steps forward because we have the Justice card and the Ace of Wands. This is a passionate new beginning. The masculine intends to make things right by any means possible, is what I'm hearing. They're balancing their light and their dark side, and they're understanding the need to bring balance to the situation with the feminine. This could be in many different forms. They could be finally going through with the divorce legally. They could be, taking care of some legal issues or making things right, however that might be for you, okay? Take that however it resonates. But the Justice card brings balance. This is rights, or this is wrongs being righted. Sorry, I'm like stumbling on my words this whole reading. My apologies. So the Ace of Wands coming up after that tells me that whatever idea has been passionately burning in the masculine's mind all this time, they're actually going to be moving forward and taking those first steps into that new beginning, okay? This is also a very phallic card in the traditional tarot. This could be the masculine, again, liberating themselves and allowing themselves to move forward passionately in what it is that they're wanting, and stop letting those people or those things or those situations hold them back from what it truly is that makes their soul aflame, right? And so, like I said, the masculine is going to go for it. They're not going to let any of this bullshit hold them back anymore. And I think that's incredibly beautiful. So let's get some cards for the feminine and see what's going on their end. And I'll be using the Muse Tarot. I love this energy for the masculine, guys. Okay, let's see what we have for the feminine. What is the feminine? What is going to be revealed to the feminine as we move through this portal? What is going to be revealed to the feminine? Oh my God, the Lovers. I can't even make this up, guys. Okay, and so what will be shed or released by the feminine? What is the feminine leaving behind? What is the feminine leaving behind as we move through the 1111 portal? Okay. The Queen of Cups. Interesting. Anything else for what the feminine is leaving behind? What is she shedding or releasing? Four of Pentacles. And the Priestess. Wow. Guys. Okay, and so finally, how does the feminine plan to take action? How does the feminine plan to take action? These cards are so smooth, guys. I love these cards. How is the feminine planning to take action? Oh my God. Okay, so very interesting energy from the feminine. And again, coinciding with the most recent reading, what's on the bottom of the deck in process energy, we have the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords is that energy of winning at any cost, right? Leaving something behind and moving forward into your victory, right? Moving forward into that winning energy where you're being triumphant over perhaps conflict or misunderstandings, things that didn't work, okay? And so I love that there's a mirroring energy in these cards. So whatever conflict the feminine was dealing with, she's processing that, I think, on a more realistic level now. And she's understanding where this conflict was necessary. And it's all a part of her test, her reason for being here. And again, with that Star Keeper card coming up saying to seed the light by staying grounded, this could have been the feminine, like I said, being triumphant over all of that conflict and still allowing her energy to be unaffected, still staying grounded, still staying, with her feet planted firmly on the earth and not allowing those situations to get her riled up or to, let her float away into her emotions. So, this could also be too, okay, and I do always say this about the Five of Swords, this could also be a card of clearing the air. And so perhaps the feminine has, reached out to the masculine in the past, tried to clear the air, tried to kind of, mend the fences or kind of be truthful about what they're feeling. And so feminine's processing that. And what she's realizing now and what's being revealed is the Lovers. So by doing so, by clearing her energy, by clearing the air, and by rising above this conflict, it's like she's receiving these downloads, she's understanding, and it's being revealed to her that the masculine is in fact choosing her. Because why? Because the feminine is choosing the masculine. There's that mirroring energy. We've seen the feminine dedicated over the last several weeks, not allowing anything to affect her, staying in her raw power and focusing on union. And so what's being revealed to the feminine as we move through this portal is the manifestation of everything that she's been working on, everything that she's been calling in, this divine union. So, don't be surprised. A lot of twin flames, a lot of people are going to be coming into union after this portal. There are going to be major shakeups and awakenings and realizations. Lots of downloads, guys. So don't be surprised if your masculine knocks on your door, or if you hear something, indirectly about your masculine, alerting you to the fact that they're no longer choosing someone else. Please let me know in the comments of this video how this ends up for you, because this is very strong energy on both ends. So what will be released or shed for the feminine? We have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Materials, and the High Priestess. So to me, the main message I'm hearing, since we know the Queen of Emotions is water energy, she symbolizes true love, unconditional love. Four of Materials symbolizes someone who perhaps holds back or is trying to focus on their stability. And the Priestess is that raw divine feminine power, that all-knowing third eye having, powerful spiritual being. And so as we've seen, the feminine has been kind of, I feel like, shedding away the expectations that she has of herself, that she needs to be this person who gives love to everyone and everything. I think she's starting to understand that the love that she needs to be giving is to herself, because when she gives that love to herself, it reflects back to her twin, and her twin can feel that. Okay? Remember, the thoughts that you have about your twin, the feelings that you have about your twin, they're all feelings that you actually have about yourself, okay? Because you are one. You are your twin. You can't escape them. And so my music is about to turn off. I'm going to pause this real fast, make sure that it doesn't stop. Okay, so getting back into it, you know, the High Priestess keeps coming up for the feminine every single reading. And so, you know, just to kind of recap what I said, I really feel like the feminine is shedding away this old version of herself where she maybe gave too much love. And she's starting to put that love back into herself. She's starting to kind of take what it is that she's given back. She's pulling back her energy from everywhere and everything. And she's really focusing and putting it all into her power, into her growth. And that's very important. Very important. Holding the frequency, right? Seeding the light, staying grounded. That's exactly what the feminine is doing. She is showing up. She's showing up in a place of unconditional empathic love, and she's doing so for her. Because when she does so for her, she does so for her masculine. So, Two of Voices and the Fool coming up for how the feminine plans to take action. This is another common theme that we've been seeing in the feminine's reading. So Two of Voices is that place of Switzerland, right? That place of not really making any moves, not making any decisions, knowing that a decision needs to be made, but not doing so, okay? This is that being caught between a rock and a hard place type energy. Feminine doesn't really want to make any decisions, but she plans to start over, and she plans to take that risk. She wants to take that leap of faith. She wants to answer the call, and she's going to. In whatever way, shape, or form she needs to. Whether the masculine's by her side or not, she's going to walk off the edge, and she's going to stay in that light. Feminine is ready. She's waiting at the portal door for the masculine. And obviously this isn't the end all be all. If the feminine needs to go on and do her thing because the masculine isn't ready, if that's your story, then okay, that's fine. There will be other portals. There will be other things. But like I said, this is a very important turning point. And so if you've been doing the work, if you've been doing everything that you can to ascend spiritually, to focus on you, to do everything that you can do to stay in that energy of unity, of unconditional love, of peace, of light, then it looks to me like the masculine's going to be walking into that portal with you, okay? So, again, this reading is not for everyone. I'm not sitting here saying like every single person is going to be in union with their person. No, you'll know if this resonates for you. And like I said, if it doesn't, don't force these stories to fit, okay? So let's get some energy oracles and see what the challenge is going to be for the masculine. I keep getting stuck on my words for some reason. I feel like for those of you who are going to get communication, you might stumble, you might get shocked, you might not know what to say. And so that might be you too. With the Two of Swords, excuse me, sorry, I just kicked the camera. With the Two of Swords, you might receive that message and you might not know what to say. You might not want to say anything. You might not want to say a damn thing. And that's up to you. Or you just might choose to be neutral. And that's really important. As we've talked about, letting go of the expectation that this is going to be a romantic scenario. It very well could be, but not for everyone. And so as long as you're releasing those outcomes and that attachment, feminine, then you are going to be free to make whatever choice you want. You won't have to make a choice as long as you choose you. So let's see what we have for the masculine. What is the challenge going to be for the masculine? I'm getting very hot all of a sudden. Like I'm feeling very pressured, you know, and so the masculine's challenge could be just that, the whole timing thing at the beginning of the reading, feeling anxious, feeling pressured, like they know that they need to be doing something, right? What is the challenge for the masculine? The garden and the gate, yeah. So as you can see, we have this person who's standing at the precipice of their new beginning, right? The garden and the gate. And so we have two butterflies flying freely, both white, signifying new beginnings, and this beautiful, clear looking scenery and these rolling hills and fields. It just screams freedom, right? But as you can see, this, it's like she's standing at the portal. This is the masculine standing at the gate of the portal. But there's a second guessing type of an energy here, okay? And so the challenge for the masculine is to just go ahead and walk through that gate, right? Everything that they want is beyond that gate. The garden signifies home. All they need to do is walk through the door. All they need to do is take that leap, make that decision, make that call. Or in some cases, like I said, answer the call. All they need to do is take those steps forward and really truly live for themselves. And I think that some masculines could potentially just be afraid for whatever reason, afraid of rejection, afraid of, you know, things not working out the way that they hoped. And so those doubts and fears could potentially be creeping up and causing the masculine to doubt themselves. But like I said, they're going to be realizing that they're much stronger than they ever thought, okay? They're going to be leaving behind the indecision and the need to defend themselves to others, okay? They're going to be moving forward by choosing this spiritually guided divine connection, by making things right, by going for it. So, you know, these fears, like I said, they're there, they're at the gate. They're just giving it a once over before they walk through, okay? So very interesting for the masculine. And what do we have for the feminine? What challenge will be presented to the feminine? Hopefully I don't kick the camera across the room again. All right, what is the challenge for the feminine? Gosh, my ear's ringing bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have yin yang coming up as the feminine's challenge. So I think the challenge for the feminine is to remain in that balanced energy, balancing that masculine and feminine energy and holding the frequency. Because yin yang, it's twin flames, right? It's the positive, the negative energy, it's duality, it's opposites. And so I think that the challenge for the feminine could potentially be, some of you could be challenged because your masculine finally comes in and wants to create that harmony with you, but some of you might already have your own agenda, okay? And that's not for everyone. But for the yin yang coming up as a challenge, you know, I think that it's like what we talked about weeks ago, the feminine holding open the door, right? Holding open the portal door. She might be challenged because she could be also afraid that this balance isn't going to happen, that she's going to be the one trying to balance and hold open this portal and hold this frequency by herself, okay? But as we see, what's going to be revealed to the feminine is the masculine's choice, okay? So before you get all riled up, feminine, just know, just be patient, trust, believe that it's going to happen, okay? Trust and have faith in your union, and it will be, because it's already been promised to you. It's already yours. So don't allow yourself to fall into a lack mentality, or, you know, allow yourself to get upset that you're the one needing to hold both frequencies at this moment, because everything needs to happen accordingly, right? All of these things need to happen in order for you to become perfectly aligned with your twin flame. So let's get some advice from Spirit for the masculine moving forward. See what these star seeds have to say. Starseed messages. What do we have for the masculine? Okay, so we have 2. Wow, so we have release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Yeah, absolutely. We just saw that all over the place. Releasing the fear, perhaps, of making the wrong decision. Release the fear of what other people will think of you, or how others will perceive you. Releasing that. And connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. So this is Spirit urging the masculine to make that connection, to follow their soul path, to follow that light that the feminine is waving crazily in their face, right? Like, hello, I'm shining this big ass light for you. You think you could kind of hurry it on up, right? For those of you who are getting really impatient, Spirit is urging the masculine, guiding them, pointing them, and telling them again and again that they need to live authentically. They need to live from that pure place of love within themselves, okay? Because I think these external things that the masculine has been looking to for validation, for love, they're not getting the answers that they want because they're going to the wrong place searching for it, okay? So what is going to be the advice for the feminine? The advice for the feminine. I'd love to get one more. Just one more. These cards are so little. Okay, let's see what we have for the feminine. I love how they both got blue something. We have blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. So like I said, the feminine's going to be realizing that the masculine is obviously going to come forward. They're realizing that the masculine is clearly going to choose them in the end and take that leap of faith with them because they're doing it, because the feminine is doing it. Okay? The truth that resides within your soul is that this union was always promised to you. Okay? It's always belonged to you. The masculine was always going to choose you. Everything that's happened up to this point has been one test after another to show you and prove to you how deep this love actually is, okay? It's way more than just romantic love. And that's obviously a possibility, but it goes so much deeper than that, okay? It goes way deeper than that, on a friendship level, on an unconditional soul level. And so the feminine is being urged by Spirit to look inside of herself for the answers. Blue flame, blue star, mirroring energy, knowing the truth, knowing that the obvious choice is to move forward into union with her masculine, okay? And we have transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. So I love this. I love this energy for the feminine. She's really, truly moving forward and shining that light. We've seen it all throughout this reading. And the feminine energy is here to light the way in the new earth, by the way, guys. We've been talking about like birthing the new earth. All of this is feminine energy. And so, you know, we've let the masculine energy rule the roost for a while with the power and control bit, but, you know, you can't be a true leader. You can't be a true masculine unless you know how to be, you know, empathetic, how to love, how to be fair, how to be kind, how to be nurturing. And that's the whole point of balancing these dualities, right? So let's get some messages from the feminine to the masculine and see what the feminine would like the masculine to know as we move through this portal. What does the feminine want the masculine to know as we move through the 1111 portal? Okay. Anything else from the feminine? Anything else from the feminine? We have like big chunks of cards wanting to come out. Okay, so I'm going to stop. So we have 3. Okay. Wow, guys. So there's nothing like the love that we share. We've seen this a lot also from the feminine. Feminine knows there's nothing like this connection. Actually, let me put this up here. The only thing I'm chasing is my dream. Absolutely. Chasing the dream, right? We're not chasing people. We're not chasing down some sort of scenario or some sort of thing that we're trying to obtain. We're chasing our dreams. We're following our path. We're ascending spiritually, okay? And because of that very fact, I have found union within myself. That's beautiful. Feminine is truly balancing those energies and finding union within her own self. Understanding separation is an illusion, okay? Because like I said, this was always promised. This was always the goal. And so feminine is focusing on being in union with her own self, which as a byproduct is going to make the masculine follow suit, okay? So let's get some messages from the divine masculine for the feminine and see what the masculine would like feminine to know during this portal energy. On the flow, on the flow. We have 1 on the floor, so let's get 2 more. Okay, well, we have a few more, so I said 2, not a few, but that's okay. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Okay, so I'm making major changes to be with you. Angel number 555. Absolutely. This portal is about to bring on some major change. Major change. And when Mars goes direct, it's go time, guys. Every delay, everything we've been holding back on, once we start to move into Sagittarius season, there really is going to be no holding back, okay? Masculine's doing the work now to prepare, okay? Love is power. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. They know that this is powerful. They're done, like I said, they're done worrying about what other people expect of them. They're done worrying about having to defend their choices or their actions or what people are going to think if they choose something or someone. They understand love from its source, and they know how powerful that is, okay? Your eyes are the window to my soul. Okay, so masculine's getting a little romantic, okay? So keep in mind, those of you who receive communication, you might be surprised at the way that your masculine approaches, okay? They could potentially approach you in a more romantic way than you would have expected, or in more of like a loving way than you would have expected. Some of you might, hear from them, and they might say things to you that just truly shock you that you wouldn't have expected them to say, okay? That's a big theme too, coming up in this portal, is to expect the unexpected. Everywhere I go, I see things that remind me of you. So they're being hounded with signs and synchronicities still. They can't fight this feeling. They can't fight the connection. And they are actively choosing to move forward into union, as we can see here. And we have 888, abundance is mine and my karma is repaid in kind. So I think masculine is also coming to their own turning point, and like I said, realizing how strong they've been and how everything that they've done has made them stronger. Maybe they've had to deal with a lot of karma in this separation period, deal with a lot of things, and however you felt hurt, feminine, by the masculine, understand that they were also feeling those same things. They were dealing with their own karma, their own situations, and feeling your emotions the entire time, okay, every step of the way. And so I think this message from the masculine saying that their karma is repaid in kind, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. It's kind of like a feeling of freedom. Like, think about, like, if you owe someone money and you finally pay them back, it's like, oh damn, don't you feel free? Like, I don't owe them anything anymore. And it's kind of like a weight is lifted off your chest. And so the masculine could have been, you know what I'm saying, going through all of those type of things, dealing with their karma, dealing with all types of, BS from karmic partners, situations, entanglements, shit that they got themselves into, whether intentionally or unintentionally. And now to have that weight lifted, this is exactly what we were talking about. It's like the timing is right now. Now that these karmic debts have been paid, now that balance is being restored, this frees the masculine up to be able to make those decisions, to be able to move forward in the passionate direction that they're wanting to go in, not the direction that other people are telling them to go in or where they feel they should be going, okay? So this is very powerful energy. Again, please let me know in the comments and let me know how this manifests for you. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. Please stay tuned for the end of the week. I will be doing your mid-month musical messages. And then also next week I will be, actually probably closer to this Saturday, I would say, I'll be releasing the new moon in Scorpio reading as well. So stay tuned to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and share and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions for me, if you want to contact me or purchase a private reading, please see my information in the description box below. Other than that, I hope you have an amazing week, and I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.